Welcome to the Cambridge Swimming Company channel, and this is day one of our open water swimming camp and freestyle clinic at the Jesus Green Lido in Cambridge.
I'm sure that the water won't mind if we rest here for the night and leave before sunrise.
Jesus Green Lido is the perfect place to teach open water skills in an enclosed environment, so that's why we chose to do day one there. It's 100 yards long and we split the lane into two, so we had open water skills in one half and we had our freestyle clinic in the other half. We were covering sighting, drafting, buoy turns and mass starts in the Lido. So the first skill we started off with was sighting. So we had two drills for this. One, I had a convenient helper at the end of the pool in the shape of a South African penguin. The second drill, each swimmer was assigned a coloured flag and I stood at the end of the lane holding two flags either side of me. As the swimmers swam along, they had to look up, spot me while they were sighting and move across to the side that corresponded with their coloured flag. We then moved on to drafting, but we were building the skills as we went. So while we drafted, we were still practicing our sighting. We did the two types of drafting, which are drafting from the feet and drafting from the hip, both of which are quite self-explanatory. Drafting from the feet tends to be more comfortable for most people, but it is much more efficient if you can draft from the hip. The aim is to get as close to the person you're drafting from as you can, and ride the wake that they create as they move through the water. The swimmers started off drafting in pairs and then we put them in larger groups so that they could practice progressing from drafting from the feet, moving up alongside the swimmer to their hip and then actually overtaking them. And that progression led us nicely into mass starts later on in the session. The next skill we were training was buoy turns. The two types of buoy turns we were doing, Superman turns and corkscrew turns. So to teach the swimmers the corkscrew turn, we first practiced corkscrew swimming down the pool. Corkscrew swimming is also very useful for checking on other swimmers that are around you. So not just in events, when you're on a social swim with your friends, if you can do corkscrew swimming, you can make sure everyone is still together. This was a brand new skill for most of the swimmers, but after a couple of lengths down the Lido, everyone seemed to get the hang of it, and so after practicing round the buoy a few times, we moved on to Superman turns, which is actually the most efficient and fastest way to round a buoy. As with all of these skills, we practiced them one by one, going round a buoy, and then we brought everyone together as if it was a mass swim event and practiced it in slightly more congested waters. The last skill of the day was mass starts. So this is where we really try to push our swimmers. We put them in a small section of the lane, set everyone off together and really got them to push the pace. We varied everyone's position in the group, so everyone got to start from the front, everyone got to start from the back and practice working their way through or back through a group depending on their strategy if they were doing an event. While the open water clinic was going on in one half of the lane, we were also running our freestyle clinic in the other. This is where we worked on the fundamentals of the freestyle stroke with swimmers who were slightly less experienced and wanted to get the foundations down before moving on to open water skills. If you're interested in any of this training, anywhere around Cambridgeshire, get in touch and one of our coaches will arrange to help you progress your swimming. Day one complete. If you missed that clinic and you'd be keen to start open water training with us at the Lido, every Monday between 7 and 8 p.m, we have a dedicated session where we take the lane ropes out, open up the pool entirely, and our coach Colin will run you through freestyle technique, fitness and open water skills. He'll vary the focus every week, so it's always something different and a great way to have a full body workout and enjoy the full potential of the Jesus Green Lido. We would like to thank Better and all the staff and lifeguards at the Jesus Green Lido for hosting us and making the event the success that it was. I'd encourage anyone who is interested in swimming in Cambridge or around Cambridgeshire to head to the Lido. You can book your swim on the Better website or on their app, and I guarantee you'll have a fantastic swim while you are there. Finally, and most importantly, I'd like to thank all the swimmers that came with us on this clinic this weekend. You all performed amazingly in the pool. We saw some progress that was breathtaking, and we hope you really enjoyed it, and we look forward to seeing you all in the river very, very soon.
I'm sure that the water won't mind if we rest here for the night and leave before sunrise.